camera lights flicker on, and suddenly the world sees a different side of Tan Songyun, one that feels far more intimate than any scripted role she has ever portrayed. Known for her delicate charm and emotionally rich performances, she has long been admired as a versatile actress. But in the unpredictable environment of a reality show, something shifts. The polished image gives way to something raw, something real, and something deeply captivating. At first, there is a quiet curiosity from viewers. How will she behave without a script? Without retakes? Without the carefully constructed personas of fictional characters? The anticipation builds not from spectacle, but from the subtle promise of authenticity. And as the episodes unfold, it becomes clear that this transformation is not about reinvention, it is about revelation. Tan Songyun enters the show with a calm demeanor, almost reserved, as though she is observing more than performing. She listens carefully, speaks gently, and carries herself with a sense of grounded confidence. It is a stark contrast to the exaggerated personalities often seen in reality television, and that contrast immediately sets her apart. As interactions deepen, her natural warmth begins to surface. She laughs easily but never forcefully. Her humor is soft, often understated, yet it lands with surprising impact. It is in these moments that audiences begin to feel a connection, not to a celebrity but to a person. There are moments of vulnerability that cannot be scripted. A fleeting hesitation before speaking. A thoughtful pause when emotions rise. These glimpses of authenticity create a powerful narrative of their own. Viewers are no longer watching a show, they are witnessing a human experience unfold in real time. Her kindness becomes one of the most talked about aspects of her presence. Whether it is offering support to fellow participants or stepping back to give others space to shine, she demonstrates a quiet empathy that resonates deeply. It is not dramatic, but it is unmistakable. The show's format, designed to challenge participants, reveals another layer of her personality. Under pressure, she does not crumble. Instead, she adapts. There is resilience in her composure, a steady strength that does not seek attention but commands respect. Fans begin to notice the small details. The way she maintains eye contact during conversations. The sincerity in her expressions. The absence of pretense. These elements, though subtle, create a compelling portrait of someone who is both self-aware and genuine. As episodes progress, social media buzz intensifies. Clips of her interactions circulate widely, not because they are sensational, but because they feel real. In a media landscape often driven by exaggeration, her authenticity becomes a refreshing anomaly. Her transformation is not marked by dramatic change, but by deepening understanding. The audience begins to see how her on-screen performances are rooted in a rich emotional intelligence that extends far beyond acting. It becomes evident that her artistry is an extension of who she truly is. There is a particular moment that captures the essence of her appeal. Faced with a difficult situation, she chooses honesty over convenience. It is not the easiest path, but it is the most sincere. That choice, simple yet profound, leaves a lasting impression. The dynamic between her and other participants adds further depth to her portrayal. She does not dominate conversations, yet her presence influences the atmosphere. There is a calming effect, a subtle shift that encourages openness and trust. Viewers begin to describe her as relatable, a word often used but rarely earned. In her case, it feels justified. She does not try to be perfect. She allows imperfections to exist, and in doing so, she becomes more human, more accessible. Her journey through the show becomes a narrative of quiet growth. Not in skill or fame, but in self-expression. She becomes more comfortable sharing her thoughts, more willing to reveal her emotions, and more confident in her authenticity. There are light-hearted moments that showcase her playful side. A spontaneous joke. A gentle tease. These glimpses of spontaneity add dimension to her character, proving that she is not defined by a single trait, but by a balance of many. The editing of the show, often criticized for shaping narratives, seems almost secondary in her case. Her consistency makes it difficult to distort her image. What viewers see feels aligned with what they believe to be true. Her interactions with the environment also reveal something meaningful. Whether navigating challenges or enjoying simple moments, she approaches each experience with mindfulness. There is an appreciation for the present that feels genuine. As the show reaches its midpoint, the audience's perception has shifted significantly. She is no longer just an actress participating in a program. She is a central figure whose authenticity anchors the entire experience. Critics begin to take notice as well. Discussions emerge about the impact of genuine personalities in reality television. Her presence becomes a case study in how subtlety can be more powerful than spectacle. There is an emotional resonance that builds over time. Viewers feel invested, not because of dramatic plot twists, but because of a growing connection to her journey. It is a different kind of engagement, one that feels personal. Her ability to navigate conflicts with grace becomes another defining trait. She does not avoid difficult conversations, but she approaches them with empathy. This balance of honesty and kindness sets a powerful example. The show's challenges often push participants out of their comfort zones, and in these moments, her adaptability shines. She does not resist change. She embraces it with curiosity and courage. There is a sense of consistency in her behavior that reinforces trust. She does not fluctuate wildly in her demeanor. Instead, she remains steady, allowing viewers to feel secure in their understanding of who she is. Her transformation is subtle yet profound. It is not about becoming someone new, but about allowing more of herself to be seen. This authenticity becomes her greatest strength. As the finale approaches, there is a collective anticipation, not for a dramatic conclusion, but for a meaningful reflection on her journey. What has she revealed? What have viewers learned? The answer lies not in a single moment, but in the accumulation of many. Each interaction, each expression, each choice contributes to a narrative that feels both simple and extraordinary. Her impact extends beyond the show itself. Fans begin to revisit her past works with a new perspective, seeing traces of the person they have come to know through the reality format. There is a renewed appreciation for her craft, not just as an actress, but as an individual. The lines between performance and personality blur, creating a richer understanding of both. Her story becomes an example of how authenticity can redefine public perception. In an industry often driven by image, she demonstrates the power of being real. The conversations surrounding her continue long after episodes air. Discussions about sincerity, empathy, and quiet strength become central themes, inspired by her presence. Her transformation is not loud, but it is lasting. It resonates in a way that feels deeply human, reminding viewers of the value of authenticity in a curated world. In the end, what makes her journey so compelling is not what she changes, but what she reveals. The layers of her personality unfold naturally, creating a narrative that feels honest and deeply engaging. And as the screen fades to black, one thing becomes clear. Songyun has not just participated in a reality show, she has redefined what it means to truly be seen.